Right now, as you are listening, something important must be understood. Your life is not shaped by chance, effort, or circumstance. It is shaped by what you consistently imagine to be true. Every result you see around you is the echo of an imaginal act, once accepted as real. Most people believe imagination is weak, unreliable, or childish. Yet imagination is the very power that determines who you become, what you experience, and how the world responds to you. The problem has never been imagination itself. The problem has been a lack of control over it. If imagination feels unstable, distracted, or ineffective, it is not because it lacks power. It is because it has never been trained. And tonight, that changes. To strengthen imagination is to reclaim authorship over your life. When imagination becomes steady, life becomes obedient. When imagination is disciplined, reality rearranges itself without struggle. This is not theory. This is law. So listen carefully, not to learn something new, but to remember a power you have always possessed. Everything that appears in your world began as an imaginal act. Nothing enters your experience uninvited by consciousness. What you see, what you experience, and what you call facts are not causes, they are effects. The true cause is always imagination. Until this is clearly understood, life will seem unpredictable and external forces will appear powerful. But once this truth is accepted, you realize that imagination is not a tool you use occasionally. It is the power that is always operating. Most people believe reality shapes imagination. They wait for evidence before they feel confident, secure, or fulfilled. But this order is reversed. Imagination shapes reality first, and the physical world follows after. What you consistently assume to be true within yourself hardens into fact. Whether those assumptions are conscious or unconscious makes no difference. They still create. Imagination does not respond to hope or desire. It responds to assumption. What you inwardly accept as real, even quietly, even without words, becomes your lived experience. This is why repeated outcomes appear in people's lives. They are not unlucky, nor are they blessed by chance. They are faithful to the same inner story, and life simply reflects that loyalty. To understand that imagination creates reality is to take responsibility, not blame. Responsibility is power. It means nothing outside of you has authority unless you grant it first in consciousness. Circumstances do not create feelings. Feelings arise from the meanings you imagine and accept. Change the inner meaning, and the outer condition must change with it. A single imaginal act, when felt as real, is more powerful than years of physical effort. Why? Because effort works against resistance, while imagination bypasses it entirely. When you imagine from the end, from fulfillment, you are no longer trying to change reality. You are allowing reality to reorganize itself naturally. This is why struggle is unnecessary. Creation is not forceful. It is subtle, quiet, and certain. When an imaginal state feels natural, it is already planted. The world you see is only catching up. Time is not a delay. It is the bridge between assumption and expression. Imagination becomes creative when it is inhabited, not observed. Do not watch yourself succeed. Be the one who has succeeded. Do not picture happiness as something distant. Rest in the feeling of being fulfilled now. The moment imagination has entered its present reality, it begins its work. What weakens imagination is doubt, and doubt is nothing more than divided loyalty. When you imagine one thing but internally accept another, imagination loses clarity. Strength comes from consistency. Return again and again to the same fulfilled assumption until it feels familiar, even ordinary. Familiarity is the signal that imagination has accepted the state. Once accepted, imagination does not fail. It cannot fail. It expresses itself through events, people, and opportunities in ways you could never predict or control. The how is not your responsibility. The state is. When you fully grasp that imagination creates reality, fear dissolves. You no longer react to appearances. You respond from inner knowing. You stop asking if something will happen and start living as though it already has. And when imagination becomes the source you trust, life becomes the mirror that obeys. Imagination alone is not what creates. It is imagination charged with feeling that moves reality. Feeling is the substance that gives imaginal acts life. Without it, imagination remains a mental picture with no creative force. With it, imagination becomes law. Most people try to visualize perfectly, believing clarity of images is the key. But clarity is not power. Emotion is. A vague image felt deeply is far more effective than a detailed image that carries no emotional acceptance. Feeling is not excitement or intensity. It is the quiet sense of knowing. It is the naturalness of being in a state where your desire is already fulfilled. Feeling tells imagination what is real. The mind may create many pictures, but only the ones accompanied by emotional acceptance take root. That acceptance is what impresses the subconscious. When something feels true, the inner self accepts it without question, and life begins to reflect it automatically. This is why effort weakens imagination. When you strain, you signal that what you want is absent. Struggle reinforces separation. Feeling, on the other hand, unites you with the state you desire. The moment you feel yourself to be the person who already has, already is, already experiences, imagination becomes effortless. Feeling is cultivated by entering the end, not chasing it. Ask yourself, how would this feel if it were already true? Then rest in that feeling without needing it to become stronger or more dramatic. Let it be gentle. Let it be calm. The most powerful feelings are often subtle. Emotional acceptance creates inner alignment. When there is no inner argument, imagination becomes stable. Doubt is not a sign of failure. It is simply a sign that the feeling has not yet been fully accepted. Instead of fighting doubt, return to the feeling of fulfillment. Each return strengthens the imaginal state. Feeling also governs persistence. You cannot persist in something that feels unnatural. But once a state feels normal, persistence is effortless. This is why repetition is not about forcing belief, but about familiarizing yourself with a new state of being. The more often you feel it, the more natural it becomes. What you feel to be true determines how the world responds to you. People, circumstances, and opportunities are unconsciously moved by the emotional tone you consistently occupy. They do not respond to your words or desires, they respond to your state. Feeling does not mean ignoring logic or denying circumstances. It means refusing to let appearances dictate your inner reality. You can acknowledge what is seen while remaining loyal to what is felt. When feeling is stable, appearances lose authority. This inner feeling is what creates confidence without proof, peace without evidence, and certainty without permission. It is not blind faith, it is emotional alignment with the state assumed. To strengthen imagination, you must prioritize feeling over technique. Techniques are only doorways. Feeling is the destination. Once you arrive at the feeling of fulfillment, the technique has served its purpose. And when feeling becomes your guide, imagination no longer wavers. It settles, it stabilizes, it commands, because what you feel to be real must, without exception, become real. Desire is not creative. Assumption is, the moment you desire something, you are acknowledging its absence. Desire looks forward, waits, and hopes. Assumption accepts, rests, and knows. If you want imagination to be strong, you must stop imagining what you want and begin imagining what you already have. Most people unknowingly imagine from the state of wanting. They picture future success, future happiness, future relief, and then wonder why nothing changes. The reason is simple. Imagination only creates what is accepted as present reality. Why what is imagined as future remains future. To assume fulfillment is to mentally occupy the end state now. It is to think, feel, and react as the person who already is what they once wanted to be. This assumption is not pretending. It is selecting a state of consciousness and remaining loyal to it, regardless of what the senses report. Assumption works because the inner self does not question reality. It reflects it. Whatever you inwardly accept as true becomes the blueprint for experience. When you assume fulfillment, you are no longer asking life to change. You are declaring that change has already occurred. The strongest assumptions are quiet. They do not announce themselves. They do not seek validation. They feel natural, obvious, and unremarkable. When fulfillment feels ordinary, it has power. When it feels dramatic, it is still distant. To assume fulfillment, you must stop checking the outer world for confirmation. Every time you look to circumstances for proof, you weaken the assumption. The outer world is always delayed. It can only show you what you have previously accepted. Trusting appearances is trusting the past. Living from fulfillment changes your inner dialogue. You stop asking when and start speaking from. Your thoughts become statements instead of questions. Your reactions soften. Your decisions shift. Not because you are trying to act differently, but because identity has changed. Assumption also dissolves effort. There is no strain in being. You do not force yourself to believe you are fulfilled. You relax into it. Just as you do not effort to be yourself now, you do not effort to be the self you assume. You simply accept it. When doubts arise, and they may, return to the end. Do not argue with the doubt. Do not analyze it. Gently move your attention back to the feeling of completion. Persistence is not repeating words, it is returning to identity. Assumption becomes stronger through repetition of experience, not repetition of desire. Each time you inwardly experience fulfillment, even briefly, the state deepens. Over time, it becomes your default position. The world must conform to the state you consistently occupy. It has no choice. People will reflect you differently. Opportunities will appear naturally. Solutions will arise without struggle. This is not because you changed the world, but because you changed the self the world reflects. Assume fulfillment, and desire dissolves. What remains is certainty, and certainty is creative authority. Live as though it is done, not to make it happen, but because in consciousness it already has. Imagination is not strengthened by intensity, it is strengthened by persistence. Many imagine once or twice and then wait, watching the world for signs. When nothing immediately changes, they abandon the imaginal act and return to old assumptions. But imagination does not respond to impatience. It responds to faithfulness. Persistence does not mean repeating techniques endlessly or forcing belief. True persistence is a quiet, steady return to the assumed state whenever attention drifts. It is the willingness to remain inwardly loyal even when appearances suggest otherwise. Each return deepens the impression and strengthens imagination's authority. Most people give up not because imagination fails, but because they stop occupying the state. They confuse persistence, with effort. And when effort feels tiring, they assume they are doing something wrong. But persistence is not tiring when it comes from identity rather than desire. You persist naturally in what you accept as yourself. Imagination becomes strong when it is revisited often and gently. Just as a habit is formed through repetition, a state is stabilized through frequent acceptance. Every time you inwardly experience fulfillment, you reinforce the assumption. Over time, imagination no longer feels like something you do. It becomes who you are. Persistence also dissolves inner resistance. At first, the assumed state may feel unfamiliar. Doubt may arise. Old beliefs may surface. This is not failure, it is adjustment. The mind is reorganizing itself around a new center. Persistence allows this reorganization to complete itself. When you persist, the imaginal act moves from conscious attention into subconscious acceptance. Once this happens, you no longer need to imagine deliberately. The state begins to express itself automatically through thoughts, reactions, and expectations. Imagination has taken root. The key to persistence is non-reaction. Do not allow outer events to dictate inner loyalty. The world you see today is the result of past assumptions. Reacting to it only recreates it. Instead, observe appearances without assigning them authority. Let them pass without internal agreement. Persistence is easiest when imagination is simple. Do not overload the mind with multiple scenes or conflicting desires. Choose one fulfilled idea and return to it often. Simplicity allows imagination to settle. Settled imagination is powerful imagination. Over time, persistence creates familiarity, and familiarity creates belief. When a state feels familiar, it feels true. When it feels true, it expresses itself. This is why patience is not waiting. It is remaining consistent without strain. Imagination does not measure time. It measures acceptance. The moment a state is fully accepted, expression is inevitable. Persistence keeps the door open until acceptance is complete. The strongest imaginations belong to those who do not waver. They do not argue with doubt or fight fear. They simply return to the end again and again. This calm return is creative mastery. Persist not because you are trying to make something happen, but because you have chosen who you are. When identity is fixed inwardly, reality must adjust outwardly. Persistence is not effort. It is loyalty to the unseen until the seen conforms. And imagination, when persisted in, never fails. Appearances are not truth, they are echoes. What you see around you is not the cause of your life, but the reflection of past assumptions. When this is fully understood, appearances lose their power to disturb, discourage, or distract you. You stop reacting to what is seen and begin living from what is known inwardly. Most people allow appearances to dictate their inner state. When circumstances look unfavorable, they feel defeated. When conditions seem supportive, they feel hopeful. This constant emotional dependence on the outer world weakens imagination and keeps it unstable. A strong imagination does the opposite. It remains inwardly steady regardless of what the senses report. To ignore appearances does not mean denying them or pretending they do not exist. It means refusing to accept them as fact. Now, the physical world is always delayed. It shows you what you once believed, not what you are believing now. Treating appearances as temporary removes their authority. When imagination is strong, it no longer seeks reassurance from the outside. It rests in assumption. The inner decision has already been made. The outer world is simply catching up. This understanding creates emotional independence, the ability to remain calm, confident, and certain, even in the presence of contradiction. Ignoring appearances requires trust in inner reality. Inner reality is not fantasy, it is the cause. Every change in your life begins there. When you feel yourself to be fulfilled inwardly, the world must reorganize itself to match that feeling. The bridge of events may be unpredictable, but the destination is fixed by assumption. Appearances test loyalty. They attempt to pull attention back to old states. This is not a sign that imagination has failed. It is an invitation to remain faithful. Each time you choose inner truth over outer evidence, imagination strengthens, confidence grows, doubt weakens. The moment you react emotionally to appearances, you re-enter the old state. Reaction is agreement. Calm observation is mastery. You can notice circumstances without internalizing them. You can acknowledge facts without surrendering to them. This separation is power. Ignoring appearances also transforms patience. You are no longer waiting anxiously for proof. You are resting in knowing. Waiting becomes unnecessary because fulfillment is already accepted inwardly. Time becomes irrelevant when certainty is present. Those with strong imagination do not ask how or when. These questions arise only when one doubts the end. When the end is accepted, questions dissolve. Life unfolds naturally, guided by inner assumption rather than conscious effort. As inner reality becomes dominant, outer reality loses its ability to intimidate. Fear fades because fear feeds on appearances. Confidence grows because confidence is rooted in identity. You begin to move through life with quiet authority, unaffected by fluctuations. Eventually, imagination becomes your primary reference point. You trust what you assume more than what you see. And when this happens, life mirrors that trust faithfully. Opportunities align, circumstances shift, resistance disappears. Ignoring appearances is not blindness, it is vision. It is seeing from cause rather than effect. And when you live from cause, effects must follow. Remain loyal to inner reality. Let appearances adjust. A strong imagination does not demand proof. It assumes. It does not wait for permission from circumstances. It decides. When you learn to live inwardly as the person you choose to be, the outer world has no option but to reflect that choice. Reality never argues with conviction. It submits to it. Do not measure progress by what you see. Measure it by what feels natural within you. When the fulfilled state feels ordinary, the manifestation is inevitable. What you accept as true internally must express itself externally. Return again and again to the feeling of completion, not with effort, not with force, but with quiet confidence. Let imagination become your home, not a place you visit occasionally. And as imagination grows strong, fear weakens, doubt dissolves, and life begins to follow your inner command. Remain faithful to the unseen, and the seen will obey. Thank you, message. Thank you for being here. Thank you for giving your attention to truth rather than appearances. And thank you for choosing to awaken the power within you. If this message resonated, return to it often. Let it shape your inner conversations, your assumptions, and your sense of self. Because when imagination is strong, nothing remains impossible.